All right, Shalom Akim. All praises belong to the Most High. All right, this is Big Benjamin here. All right, just giving a shout out to my brothers out there who are in the truth, and an update on the Beckles Hebrew Bible Academy. This is our new channel right here, where we're going to be bringing forth some lessons, okay, short Bible study lessons, okay, for edification and inspiration. All right, so I just wanted to get it out. Okay, we're gonna be posting short Bible study lessons, okay, on this new channel here. All right, to exhort and edify the sheep. You know what I'm saying? And here's a quick snack right here. Matthew chapter 24 and verse 13. But he that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved. We must endure these trials of tribulation. You see that? And withstand the wiles of the devil. All right, this agenda to destroy the men. You see that? All right, this feminist and homosexual agenda. You see that? To attack and bring down the righteous men. You see that? He ain't dealing with these. The Most High ain't dealing with these wicked Moes and these wicked Jezebels, these bull dykes. You see what I'm saying? Right? You got Shirley Caesar and all these wicked ass bitches preaching, doing all kinds of evil and backing up evil, wicked men. You see that? Who are into these abominable and blasphemous things. You know, like Little Nas and that clown. And many more. TD Snakes, all of that. Joel Osteen. It's beautiful how the Most High is exposing all of these so-called Christian organizations, all these churches. You see that? Exposing all the wickedness that they've been doing. You see that? He's bringing them all down. And it's beautiful. Ezekiel chapter 9 and verse 4. And the Most High said unto him, go through the midst of the city, that bloody city. You see that? Nahum chapter 3, which is Babylon, America. Psalms chapter 23, the valley of the shadow of death. You see that? AKA Babylon. You see that? The Most High is bringing judgment upon this wicked place. All right? And it's only going to get worse. Okay? All right? Because we're living in the last days. 2 Timothy chapter 3. Matthew chapter 24. You see that? Bible prophecy is being fulfilled. And it's beautiful. All this archaeological things that they bringing out in the Holy Land, proving that the Bible is true. And then you got all of these things happening around the world, also proving the Bible to be true. As things continue to get worse, it proves the Bible to be true. You see that? Go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem. You see that? What? Jacob's trouble. Jeremiah chapter 30. See, the Most High is purging our people, getting rid of all the wicked Negroes. You see that? So, not too long ago, we had a lesson on that, separating the wheat from the tares. You see that? So that's in Scripture. So the Most High is separating the wicked among his people from the righteous. And that's what this chapter is bringing out here. You see that? Go through the midst of Jerusalem and set a mark upon the foreheads of the men. You see that? That sigh and cry for all the abominations, all the wickedness that we keep seeing. You see that? Every day I run into these bastard women. None of them want to obey the commandments of the Lord. You know, out there, out and about, you know, even on my slavery, working on my job, you know, aside from running the academy, I have a transportation business. And I came across this woman, and, she seemed nice at first. And I asked her, I said, are you married? And she said, Happily, I'm not. When the Bible is very clear. You see, Isaiah chapter 4 and so on. Women are not going to get any salvation unless they're with a man of the Lord. Ephesians chapter 5, they're supposed to have a husband. You see that? All right. You got these wicked, is this do with thy wilt mentality. Aleister Crowley, Albert Pike, Margaret Sanger, all these wicked people that they taught in these wicked public schools, making them out to be heroes, were actually Luciferians. And people are realizing that everything we've been taught is a lie. These are the abominations that we had to endure. You see that? As Israelite men. All right? Feminism, all of these things. You see, not being told who we really are. We're waking up. And that's why they're ramping up the evil. You see? It's a political agenda with the whole thing with the George Floyd trial, coming out with Nike, coming out with a shoe for Satan, all of these things. Megan Thee Stallion, Cardi B, all of this stuff. These are the abominations that righteous men are having to endure, having to look at. You see that? Having to hear about. This is what Lot had to deal with. And all you wicked women are going to wind up like Lot's wife. Genesis chapter 19. You see that? The Most High is exposing all of you. And he's only dealing with the righteous men. Set a mark. This is the mark of God. Upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and that cry for all the abominations that are done in the midst thereof. You see that? And I just wanted to end it on that. I'm not going to make my Bible lessons long because we're nearing the end. And the reason why you brothers have been following me, see me making less and less videos, because the famine of the word is coming in play. They're doing all kinds of shadow banning. I get all kinds of complaints how people are subscribing to my channels. I've been doing this for over 5 years, and they're being unsubscribed. You see, I'm setting up playlists, not only with my videos, but other brothers who are in the truth. And a video here is getting deleted. You see, setting up other platforms. And, even if you set up other platforms, which I've done, they're doing all kinds of, using their algorithms and shadow banning, doing all kinds of things on the sly to stifle, muffle the truth. You see that? But they not messing with white people or women. You see? This world has been given totally, Genesis chapter 3, to Eve and the serpent. You see that? That's why you're seeing interracial couples piling up. You see? But they're not telling you the truth. With this, see, you got to keep your ears to the ground and keep doing research. All of this domestic violence that has been ramping up is among homosexual couples and interracial couples. Primarily, black women who are married to white men. Do your research. They don't want people to know what's really going on. And I just started watching this channel, this Edomite, who has a news channel. A lot of white people are bringing out facts to expose their own wicked society, their own wicked government, and the abominations that are going on around the world. I forgot the title of his channel, but the key point is how World War III is ramping up. They want you focused on some stupid rap song or some dumb bitch shaking her ass, but while the world is falling apart. Women as leaders, world leaders, causing turmoil in their countries like Myanmar, up there in the Middle East, all that between the Middle East and Asia, all of these things, Taiwan. You see that? All right. Feminism and homosexuality and Satanism being ramped up, leading to more child abuse, child trafficking, and political corruption going on in every country. You see that? Not too long ago, I visited the Caribbean. You see, I've been to Trinidad, Jamaica. The Chinese is colonizing the East, taking over what the East Indians, those bastards, have done to demoralize our people, and then working with the corrupt leaders who are politicians. They're puppets for the global elites. They're making deals with China. Everybody is aligning themselves and getting ready to throw America under the bus. You see that? China's colonizing the Caribbean and Africa, man. So it's getting to where no place is going to be safe refuge for the Israelite men. You see that? Proving that we are at the end. You see that? Rampant corruption in Trinidad. All of this stuff is going on. You see that? Haiti. the total chaos up in there, where the people are fighting against the government. You see that? All these things. But they're not mentioning none of that in your mainstream fake news media. You see that? Which shows you that things are getting worse. They're getting worse, man. All around the world. But they ain't telling you it's because of women, because of so-called white people who are really Edomites, according to the Bible. Genesis chapter 25. You see that? Genesis 27, their blessing is the sword. Now the global elites, all Edomites, are behind this, working with the other Gentiles. You see that? Gentiles meaning non-Israelites. They're the main ones at the helm of all this wickedness. Read Psalms 83. And they have one consent to not only destroy us as a people, which is why they're pushing this homosexual thing, why they keep pushing feminism. They know that's contrary to our laws. We fell as a people because, and it's in the book of Jeremiah, we fell as a people because of following women and goddess worship and the heathen practices of the other nations. We're a holy people, Deuteronomy chapter 7, that has been set apart in righteousness. We should be dealing with patriarchalism. You see that? As the Most High established through our forefathers. You see? And the reason why things are getting worse is because our people refuse to follow the laws, statutes, and commandments of this Bible. You see that? They're going astray. You see that? They're waxing worse and worse, which the Bible has prophesied. That's why the Most High compared them to tares, and he's separating the wheat. You see that? The elect men. That's why I read Ezekiel chapter 9. You see that? The Most High is only dealing with us, brothers. So we must endure unto the end. All right? And we can't get slack. You see that? All right? 2 Timothy chapter 2 and 2 Timothy chapter 4. We must be vigilant. You see that? Exhorting one another, enduring hardness as a good soldier, and remaining faithful in this truth. You see that? You know, if the Spirit of the Most High leads you to do videos, do videos. You see? But as long as you're doing something, because it's not just about making videos. You see that? Whenever I'm at work, I'm living, I ain't just doing this for show. You see that? I'm living the commandments. You see that? Every day. When I go to work, I'm wearing my fringes. You see that? And people asking me, hey, what's that about? and then I direct them to the Hebrew Israelite channels. You see that? So that's what we need to be doing, brothers, because we're almost at the end. That's why I started with Matthew chapter 24 and 13. So endure, and we shall be saved, because this wicked world is going straight to hell and everybody in it. And only a remnant of us with our wives and our children. I know me and my wife and my children, we're sealed. The Bible is talking about us, man. That's how close we are. So just endure unto the end. Shalom and Kwam Rashiala.